I got to smoke as a pork roast today. First things first, there's not really enough fat on here for me to trim it, but I do want to score it to have those seasoning kind of just get worked in there. And when we do smoke, we want to smoke with the fat side up so that it can kind of keep putting its juices back in, if that makes any sense. You don't want to score too deep, just enough to get those seasonings to penetrate that little fat layer. Now, this is kind of just waiting for seasoning. I'm going to set this on the side and we're going to make a little quick little rub. All right. Again, equal parts, brown sugar, white sugar. Today I'm going to add some dry mustard or ground mustard. And you can tell I use some very eloquent measuring technique here. Rubs are really forgiving. You don't have to have an exact measurement, but it's roughly half a cup of the sugar, so it can be about 2 tablespoons of the dry mustard, close to 3 or 4 tablespoons of paprika, and what I'm going to do some regular old school paprika and some smoked paprika. Let that kind of get a little flavor in there. Well, some onion powder, garlic powder, and some cumin. Want the smoky flavor out of the cumin in there, along with the smoky flavor from the paprika. I'm just gonna let this get all incorporated. Oh, I forgot pepper and salt. Oops. Pepper. So, I'm gonna mix this up real well. A little taste. Oh yeah, babe, it's sweet. Maybe season the way you like it. Just hold the rub for a reason. Slap it, smack it, rub it down. What I like to do, I kind of pull apart where I scored it, and I put a little bit of that rub right inside of all those little crevices that we made. All right. We'll set this in the fridge for a couple hours while we get everything ready for the day because it's still really, really early. Um, when I smoke this, I'm going to use hickory wood. You can use, hickory, cherry, they all work really well with pork. But I just want that classic hickory. So, anyway, I'm going to set this in the fridge and we'll be back in a little bit. Okay. Score it side up. And then you don't want to forget to put in your thermometer thing. You need your thermometer. Don't have to be perfect. You just want to get it kind of deep in there. So, close the dough. Close the door. It's freezing cold outside. My wheels is ice. They ice. I forgot to say half of what I wanted to say. Anyway, so yeah, we just put the pork in there. It's at just at 200 when I put it in. So put the heat up just a little bit to try and get it to 250. Nonetheless, how this is going to work? I've got a little squirt bottle over here. I'm going to put 50-50 mixture of water and apple cider vinegar. I'm going to spray it in about an hour, and after that, I'm going to spray it every 20 to 30 minutes. I want to get the pork up to about between 160 and 170. At that point, we're going to take it off, wrap it in foil, only because I don't have butcher paper right now. And again, not a grill expert, so this is just their typical home chef's kind of thing. When I get to that, again, 160, 170, wrap it in the foil, and then I'll either put it in the oven if it's still this cold at 250, or I'll keep it out there for so it's to 195, 200 degrees, 210 at most. Um, the thing is, after it's done, it only absorbs smoke for the first couple of hours. After that, might as well put it in the oven if you want. It doesn't matter anymore. Um, so the first couple of hours where it's important. And with smoke, by the way, I said earlier I used hickory. I ended up finding some old apple chips. So I ended up doing 50-50 apple and hickory. That's going to be so good. Oh, it's going to be so good. Anyway, time to just relax for an hour or so, and then we'll go check on it a little bit. That's the best part about smoking. You get it started, you don't have to do anything other than squirt it like a little squirt gun once in a while. That's it. It's great. Low maintenance cooking and delicious. All right, so as you can see, we have it firmly set right at about 250, just underneath. Been in there for about an hour, so let's see what we got right now. Okay. It's time to spray it down with a little bit of. All right, we're gonna come back and do this about every 30 minutes from here on out. And so, if you can see that, we're at 165. We're close enough to go ahead and wrap. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up a double layer of foil, and we'll wrap this up and put it back in just a second. We'll show you how to do that. Oh, that looks beautiful right there. I'll wrap this bad boy up, put it back in. Nice and gelatinous. Close it up on both sides. In fact, just to be sure, put one quick layer going the other direction. Shit, I'm sorry, y'all. All right, got a little pack of pork. All right, so she's gonna stay in there. I'll put the thermometer back in. Oh, it goes in so smooth now. Oh yeah, babe. The reason why we do this, the meat's gonna hit a stall between 160 and 170. So when I wrap it so it gets past that stall and it keeps cooking. I want it to cook to about 2 to 210, somewhere up in there. So it'll hopefully break down further. And you really know when it's done when you stick your probe in there and it just goes through like butter. And that's close. That's really close. So I don't know. We might be pulling it out sooner than I thought. All right, for my limited, again, barbecue experience, this is kind of like one of those really important steps. Let it rest. Don't open it. Don't touch it. Don't mess with it. Leave it in its little happy pouch for at least an hour for pork butt. So just leave it be. In fact, to take away any and all temptation, I'm going to put another layer of magic astronaut film on top. This is the time that it needs to get all of its juices back in and it's going to reabsorb all those happy juices. When you go to cut it or tear it apart or whatever you're going to do with it, it's happy, and all the flavors are there. It's been exactly 1 hour. Let's see what we came up with. Oh. Let's see. Look at that beautiful smoke ring right there. Oh, man. So after fighting with the fork, because the stuff's too hot for my hands, I have girly hands. That is the beautifulest pulled pork I've ever seen. Now, I think that came out really, really good. This is great for, like I said before, sandwiches, tacos, nachos. I love using this stuff to make chili. Whatever's not used tonight, hey, pizza.